What's up, Run fam? It's Cecil Smith here with the Under Armour Infinite 2s quick review after 50 miles in the shoe. So, got some pluses with the shoe, some minuses with the shoe, and some things I really like about the shoe. And if you stick around till the end, I'll tell you how to get a pretty decent discount on the shoe and what it means for Map My Run. Okay, so start out with let's just stay with Map My Run and let's talk about the things that I really like about the shoe to start with. In the right shoe of the Infinite 2s, there's a chip, and the chip will keep track of your cadence, your stride length, your pace, and it's something it will do automatically when you go out for a run. You don't have to sync it to the app. You don't have to take your phone with you. You don't have to take a watch with you. You can just go run in the shoe, bring it back, and then it'll sync. It's a little sketchy on when it does it. I don't. I've had 2 runs do it automatically. I'm not sure the exact mechanism that brings it in. Normally I run with my watch because one thing I don't like about it is that the app won't sync with the Fit Pro 2 to be the heart monitor, and then have the shoe monitor the cadence and the stride length. So just if that's one thing Under Armour can fix, they can fix that. That would be great. But other than that, having the stride, the cadence, that's great information. The other thing, if you do take the phone with you, it'll give you live coaching advice. So it wants you to be at a certain range on your cadence, and it'll tell you if you're too low or if you're in range. And it wants you to be in that 180 target range. It does give you a range. So if you're at the low end, maybe like 175 to 180, depending on what speed you're going. It's also looking at your speed. So if you're going slower, if you're going, 10 and a half, 11-minute miles, it's looking for 150 pace, somewhere around there. If you're, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, something, it still wants you to be close to 180 though. So it's really interesting. It's neat. I've increased my cadence by probably about 10 steps per minute in the first month or so. So pretty happy with that. I'm really happy with the coaching that the shoe gives back. So if you're a new runner, if you haven't had coaching before, it's a great feature in the shoe and in the Map My Run app. And the other great thing about the shoe is if you get it, you get a free year of the MVP service of Map My Run. So Map My Run is kind of like Strava. There's a paywall, and I think like probably the other run apps, Asics, Adidas, whatever it is, there's a little bit of a paywall there to get all of the information. And I think what Map My Run holds back is probably like the heart rate data, maybe some other stuff. But if you have the shoe, you get access to that for a year, and that's a $30 value just for, because you need a shoe to run in. So let's talk about some things that maybe I don't like as much about the shoe. But the funny thing is, I don't know if the things that I don't like are helping the things that I like. So the energy return on the shoe is really good. I really like the energy return on the shoe, but the shoe is incredibly stiff for a neutral shoe. That it is incredibly stiff. Now this is after 50 miles, probably closer to 60. I'm only using this shoe for running. I'm not using it for just walking around miles or anything like that. So the miles are legit, running intensity type miles. I do walk some when I'm running. I don't run 6 miles straight all the time. So there is some walking during the runs, but not just walking to the store or something like that. It's if I've used a shoe, it has been for running. Let's see. One thing I didn't think I was going to like was this. It's got a really hard heel counter, and the back is really stiff, but actually it didn't bother me. And I thought this was going to rub with all the padding sticking up on the back. I actually ran a couple of times in shorter socks. Actually, it didn't bother me. So that was a couple of pleasant surprises where I thought something was going to happen there and it didn't. I I do like the thick tongue, but you know, that stiffness, it's not the most comfortable thing, but I don't know if that's what's giving the shoe, you know, kind of that pop, kind of that energy return. It's a Under Armour shoe. It does have the hover foam, that are proprietary foam that they worked on with Dow or DuPont, one of those two, to develop. And it's got this energy web. You can see that it's wrapped around the foam all around the shoe, and then you can see it through the windows, and it even comes through on the bottom some. So that's completely wrapped around the foam, and I think that's supposed to help give the energy return. If it does, you know, it's pretty cool. I've improved as a runner, but since I've been running in these shoes, I've run some of the same loops that I've run before, and I've put the best times that I've run down in the shoe. Now, having said that, I think the shoe, for being a neutral running shoe, is in that daily trainer category. It's not really a speed shoe. It's not a racing shoe. It's 10, and they put all the information in the shoe. When you get it, 10.75 ounces for a size 9. Now this is a 10.5, and it did fit true to size, so that was a good thing. It was a little tight to start with. There was a break-in period, probably 20 to 30 miles, somewhere in that period. And on the left shoe, this upper is a little stiff. You know, the whole shoe is kind of stiff, but the upper itself doesn't have a whole lot of a give and flex in it. It's kind of hard to see. Like, you know, the Ghost 12 that I had all kinds of flex. This outer material on the upper, it doesn't. There's no give in this. It just it's very rigid. Really holds its shape. And during that break-in period on the left shoe, on the outside, you know, 2 toes or so, where it would where it was bending and flexing a little bit, where this was so tight or stiff, it kind of felt like it was making my foot numb. After 50 miles, that's gone away. The shoe is actually really comfortable to run in now, but initially, you know, there was a break-in period where it was really stiff and really squeezed down on the foot. The other thing, wasn't sure how to lace the shoe to start with, but with the thick tongue, a lot of padding on the inside, on the back, you don't actually have to really lace it down tight. The first time I went out, I laced it down really tight, and I think that may have caused some of the problems. So I've loosened the laces up a good bit while I've been running in the shoe, and it's been really good since then. I do enjoy the fit of the shoe. It's not the most comfortable shoe. But it's not bad now. It does take a break-in period though. You're not going to just run in them straight out of the box and be comfortable. I don't think, just because of the stiffness. On the outsole, the miles I've run have been pretty much all pavement, some track, but the outsole is holding up fairly well. This is their high abrasion rubber. Little bit of wear down here, and there's a little bit of wear in the midfoot where you can see some of it has this, the little dimples have kind of wore off in this middle part, and these are blown rubber, these protrusions here. So, you know, I think it's a little softer rubber. It's probably gonna wear out, but this is after 50 miles. Still has a lot of grip on the bottom, a lot of definition on the bottom. I think they'll hold up decent. And even if that does wear down, this it's got a hard polyurethane foam, I think, underneath here too. So there's still going to be grip. There's still going to be traction. One thing I think that they could work on though is probably lightening the shoe up. If you look at this cradle that the foam sets in, this polyurethane foam bottom, and maybe that's part of the energy return. You know, I'm not sure exactly what they were going for when they were designing it, but I think they could get rid of some of that and save some weight. Same thing if they took maybe a little bit of the padding out, or did something with the heel counter, there could be some weight savings there. The upper, it's at least a dual layer, because you can see 2 layers. I think they could probably do a little something there. I don't know, the rubber on the bottom where they do have it, it is kind of thick where it's in these parts and going all the way across. Maybe they could minimize that a little bit if they were going for lightness, but I don't know if there's much lightness in a lot of the Under Armour shoes. I think the Sonic is probably their lightest, raciest shoe, and the Infinte 2 definitely fits into that daily trainer category. I think it is a good shoe, and if you use the Map My Run app for any workout, and you can record just walks, and it doesn't have to be a long walk. If you walk to work, or from your car to your house, if it's a long walk, or if you walk to an apartment from public transportation, you can just start the app, record that walk as a little workout. And if you do stretches at home a couple minutes a day, if you do yard work, if you got a yard and you're out cutting grass or just weeding or something, that counts as a workout. If you've got a phone or a watch that has the app on it. If you do enough workouts in a month, Under Armour will send you a coupon for $40 off. So I got this shoe, $120 for $40 off. So it dropped the price to $80. And like I said before, once you get the shoe, you get the MVP service on the app for free. So that's a $30 value. So you use the app, and you can use the app to start with, just recording the workouts, I think, and it'll probably send you the coupons. I don't know if you have to be an MVP to get the coupons or not. I was an MVP because of the Samsung Fit Pro 2, so that worked out for me. But once I got the shoe, it gave me another year of the free MVP service. So you use the app, they give you a $40 coupon, you get a shoe, now you get the app for the MVP service for free. So it's like $70 they're giving you just for using the Map My Run with the shoe, that's giving you coaching to help you get better and improve. If you're starting out, it really is a great value, I think. And it should help you. I think it's helped me so far. We'll see where I end up after the summer. There's a lot going on right now with COVID. It's not making training, super difficult right now. I can still go out, can still get runs in, but it's some of the other things that go along with it, I guess, that are taking some time. But overall, I think it is a good shoe. It's not the most comfortable shoe you're probably going to put on, but it is effective at what it does, and that's going to be in the daily training type thing. I think you probably could take it out for like a 5K or something if you wanted to, and like I said, the energy return's good. It takes a while to get used to, though. It's not going to be great right out of the box. So that's all I got for right now. Take care, stay COVID free, and I'll see you later.